I am Ellie. Whether you are an empath, someone who is aware, paying attention to what's going on in the world, or just a really loving person, we might be having a hard time right now finding peace in a world that is brimming with chaos and conflict energy. And so in this video, I want to talk about how we can find peace, even gratitude in these times, and how we have powerful agency over that. So I want to tell a story. First, I have a mechanic. He was born in the Middle East, and he was telling me a story about how he was born in war times. And so actually when they heard a bomb go off, what he felt was gratitude. He said he felt gratitude because if you heard the bomb, you were alive. And I remember just thinking, wow, what a different perspective, and what a strong person to be here today telling me this story, and have, as such a kind person, this man is like one of the kindest men I've ever met. He's such a good person. Never rips you off as a mechanic. Enduring this type of experience. And so even just putting that in perspective, there are so many souls who are at the front lines of conflict right now. They are experiencing being in a war zone. And for much more of us, we are on the outside of that right now, and we are hearing about it. And what we can do is allow it to bring us to a point of gratitude. Sometimes we can really get lost in our desire to want more in this world we live in that is always telling us we need to consume more and achieve more and be more. And so it's these times where we can see all of this incredible chaos and this really hurtful actions that are taking place for for humanity, for our brothers and sisters. And we can open our hearts to that, we can care, and we can also not allow ourselves to get lost, to collapse in fear and worry. And we can actually shift our perspective, our mindset in so many ways. And one of those ways is to actually bring our attention more to the present moment and to see the peace that we do have available, the gratitude for the things that we do have currently. And so one of the good things that can come out of these times is that we can gain more of an appreciation, more gratitude for the things that we do have. The last couple of days, the sun has been starting to shine where I am. Spring is coming, yay. And so just sitting on the porch, letting the sun hit my face. There's just quiet, except I can hear my son and the neighborhood children playing, and just allowing myself to be in that present moment, feeling the sun on my skin, the gentle warmth, feeling the gratitude for the vitamin D I'm getting, being inside a lot of the winter, and hearing the laughter of the children, and just appreciating this moment, not letting that moment pass me by engaging in constant worry in the mind, worrying about this or that. And so I'm finding that for me, and maybe you'll find this to be true for yourself, that it's not that we want to block out what's happening in the world. I don't think that we should do that. I think we should be paying attention as far as our nervous system will allow. So this is one of the things that we can do to create peace in this chaos, is to be really aware of whatever we are consuming, whatever we're watching and listening to. It is evoking a feeling state in our bodies. And so really to be aware of what is that feeling state, and if it isn't a good state, the feeling state we're getting from consuming something, watching something, is anxiety, it's this crippling fear, and we're not able to ground ourselves into that. I'll talk a little bit more about that, how we can do that. We might want to limit how much we're consuming those things. And this could be anything. This isn't even just talking about news. We could be watching YouTubers that we watch or whatever. And so it's really helpful to feel into the body and say, what is occurring within me as I'm watching this, consuming this? And is it something that I want to align with? Is this something I want to keep feeling? And so for me, it's really about, I'm actually able to ground in myself, and I'm able to ground into the present moment and be right here. So this is a powerful way that we can connect to peace. Most of us, if we're not actually in a war zone, for example, we have the ability to ground into peace in this moment here, just by bringing all of our attention and our focus right here, coming out of the mind, not telling stories. The ego loves to tell stories and worries about this and future this, past this, just coming right here into the moment and just being with this moment, which oftentimes is very peaceful. And so I'm able to take in a lot of content about what's happening around the world and still remain grounded. So it's important for us to know what is our limits and not push ourselves over the limit into a state of chronic fear and worry. And so grounding, learning to ground right now and come into the present moment is a powerful way that we can connect to peace, create peace for ourselves, and tap into the peace that is here right now. And then evoking states, just remembering we have powerful agency over our ability to evoke a feeling state in our bodies. So if we're well practiced, if we practice embodiment, this is what these are, embodiment practices. So if we're well practiced in embodiment practice, so evoking with our intention and our focus a particular state of feeling, so love, for example, we can evoke that feeling state after practice just easily, just with our intention. Love, I want to feel love. I bring my intention into my heart space. I feel love, just for the sake of love. And love dissolves fear. Love, it brings this beautiful feeling state of content, of contentment, and of just feeling good. And when we're not well practiced, we can use things like sound. Sound is such a powerful activator of feeling state in the body. And so YouTube, I love YouTube. We can type in Christ consciousness frequency. We can type in angelic frequency. Any frequency we could think of is available for us to evoke a feeling state in us and just to gift ourselves that. So there's so many opportunities for us to create peace even in this chaotic world. And I think it's important to have this balance within ourselves where we are paying attention, because everything that's happening globally, as many of you know, it's affecting all of us. It's not that it's just affecting this group over here or that group over here. No. First of all, we are one big human family, and we are all impacting each other, and what happens over in this place can happen over here, and yada, 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 right? We want to care. We want to have compassion, but we need to have a balance in our own life where we are not aligning to the frequency of fear or anxiety, worry so consistently that starts to become our way of being. Now we're making ourselves sick. Now we're not able to help others. Now we're not able to be present with our loved ones and tap into gratitude for anything that we have right now. And so we're really powerful in our ability to come into this present moment, to evoke and embody any feeling state that we want, to come out of the mind, to practice mindfulness, to allow the sun to shine on our skin and just be present with it. And at the same time, we can open our hearts to humanity and to root into our values, what we stand for, and hopefully recognizing the sacredness in all of human life, recognizing that when we come together and work together, that's our best chance of survival. And so this is what I'm doing. I'm really just, and I always do this, not just now with the state of the world, but life can feel chaotic all the time. You know, there's always challenges, things coming at us in the world. Things do seem to be really heightened right now. And so it's even more important that we remember our ability to come back to this moment, to find the good, look around for all the good. You know, do you have water to drink, clean water? Do you have a roof over your head? Do you have food to eat? Do you have access to endless entertainment on the internet, on YouTube? There's so many things that we can bring our focus to and to change the way that we're feeling. Our mindset and what we're focusing on, what we're consuming is all dictating how we feel. And so right now, when we are in times of chaos, we need to be even more aware, even more conscious of our state of feeling and what we are doing to either help that or to increase states of fear and anxiety and worry, which, as you know, do not help. Sitting here worrying about what's going to happen, it's not helping. If there's something you could do, if you can call your state officials, government officials, do that. What we can do is take care of ourselves. What we can do is whoever we come in contact with, be kind to them. What we can do is in times of crisis come together as communities, like we saw in Minnesota. I thought that was so beautiful, just seeing this whole community, this whole state come together. Really just beautiful. So there are things that we can do, and I think one of the most important things that we can do is remember that it starts with us. We have to be aware of our own feeling state, of our own state of mind, and of our own agency on how we are actually dealing with what's happening. And so I hope that you are able to come into some states of peace today, some states of gratitude, states of love. Whenever I just evoke love, non-directional, I just evoke love for the sake of love. I just feel like I have this light that is just enveloping me in this peace. And then when I add something like bird song or the sun or just observing my child, it really just amplifies this state of being where I feel really good. And so, okay, we all have this ability. So I'd love to hear how you're doing. How are you doing? And what do you want to talk about? What's important for you to talk about? And I would love it if you would support me by liking this video and subscribing to this channel. And I appreciate you, and I will definitely connect with you soon. Thank you.